The second flower which you are supposed to use is the tulasi, and the third is the lotus. Why these three flowers are allowed to be used? The flowers, these three flowers, number one, these three flowers are used because they can be reused whenever there is an emergency. That is one of the specialities of these flowers. That doesn't mean one should reuse these quite as often as possible. But the point is, these three flowers are can be used. When the Nirmalya, when we take this out, either Bilva or the Tulasi or the lotus, it can be reused after doing Achamana or just washing these flowers after washing them with pure water, running water, and then reuse. The second thing, now these three flowers express three different qualities that are attributed to Devi. The one quality that is being attributed here is that, number one, Tulasi, the three Devatas are being three concepts. First concept is that Tulasi. How does Tulasi come into existence? Because Tulasi we always associate with Bhagavan Sri Vishnu. And Bilva we always associate with Sri Rudra, Shiva. Then how is it? Then of course we have the lotus. The speciality why the Archana, that the flower which is being used for Vishnu is being given to Sri Devi is the description of the Devi of her Panchakrityas and five duties which she performed in her various capacities to run the cosmos. Vishnu is one among them. That is, Srishtikartri Brahmarupa, Goptri Govinda Rubini, Samharini Rudra Rupa, Tirodhana Karishwari. That is what she is saying, that you can always do that. That is, she appears as Brahma at the time of manifestation. She does the job of, she is carrying out the duties. Brahma carries out only as her Amsa, as Srishti, and Sthiti, that is maintenance, is done by Vishnu. Then of course Uddhara, then again Tirodhana Garishwari, then she hides it. Sadasiva Anugrahata, five duties she does. So because she is executing those jobs in three of the animal manifestations Lalitha Devi has. So what is being used for Vishnu is also used here. And also again Sri Shiva. Bilvapatra is used for Devi also, it can be used. These two cannot be used for anything other than, for example, Tulasi cannot be used excepting for Devi and Vishnu. The straight implication, the straight example I can give you is Tirupati. Tirupati is the only place for Vishnu temple where Bilvarchana also takes place. And also the Bilva can be used only for Vishnu, Shiva and Devi. The three people are getting interchanged. Now, the reason why Tulasi is being offered to Vishnu is that Vishnu, in his Savuna presentation, even at the Parabrahma Devi, as I earlier said, there are three Vishnus. The one with whom I have already shared the article with you, one, the Vishnu with whom we are familiar with, what we have been taught with, Kshirabdhisayana Vishnu, that is the level number 1, 2, 3. Not the hierarchy, it is a level. The level is Kshirabdhi Vishnu. Kshira is Kshira Sagara, is by nature quite cold. Since it is cold, you don't offer something to a man who is already standing shivering in cold. It means that he is in the coldest place. You don't offer something which is cold. Tulasi is hot. It is Ushna. So in Ayurveda, Tulasi is taken to be Ushna. You don't offer to Vishnu. Similarly, Shiva stays in Smashana. He is quite hard, so he is to be offered Bilva, which is cold. Similarly, Devi is Uddhava. She manifests herself in Chidagnigunda Sambodha Devagari Samudhyata. She comes from Chid Agni. When she takes her form from the Agni itself. She is very hard and she has to be offered the Bilvapatra. And there is another meaning also in that, in the philosophical sense, I think I have explained to Soumya also, I think I know I have explained to Sushma, there are 5 levels in which the Devi presents herself in, as explained in Tantra Shastra and Sri Vidya. One is on the Stula level, is the physical level. Second is Sukshma Dharam. She just presents herself in the subtle body as Mantra Swarupa. In the third level, at the deep sleep level, she presents herself is Kala level. There she presents with some special vasanas. And the fourth level is that level where the energy, in whatever form she appeared, and whenever you perform any puja or chant any mantras, the energy, basically any mantra you do, it creates universal energy which grows in you. It actually lies in your kundalini in the form of a coil serpent, resembling a coil, serpent, coil serpent. It is not exactly serpent, it is just only an allegory. So that energy starts rising. This is the fourth level. The fifth level is the level where it is Paradevata. Now the concept which I am trying to explain to you right now is that why this Vishnu, Brahma and Vishnu, Brahma, they are mentioned, Rudra are mentioned in association with the Devi, and why these flowers are being offered. Because Vishnu, when the energy rises from the Kundalini, it has to be regulated. Then the energy has to be regulation. The regulation job is done by Vishnu because he is the one who maintains and distributes the universe. So Vishnu Grantha Nivedani, you will have a Sahasranama. That Vishnu Grantha Nivedani is nivedana. The Vishnu Grantha is, when the energy rises, Vishnu controls it near your navel. And the next level, it goes up to Rudra Grantha Nivedani in the chest level, then it goes to the Kantha level, then it is being controlled Rudra Grantha Nivedani, then that energy level comes to your mouth, and in that mouth, the Devi represents herself in the form of Savitri as one of the components of, from concept formation, from the initiation of concept gathering, concept formation and translating into speech, Gayatri, Savitri and Saraswati. So in all these 3 levels, all these activities are involved. Therefore, anything that is being offered to Devi in the form of a flower is because of the fact of the energy levels that are being controlled by energy levels are being controlled by the 5 aspects of the Devi. Satya Prasadam Gurute Tatra Simhasaneswari. That is, when you perform this Archana, the Devi guarantees Satya Prasadam Gurute. Her Kataksha will always be there. Now the explanation is given to us on what days we have to do, that is every day, and what are the flowers to be used. Then what is the procedure of performing the puja? Now, how the puja is to be performed? Shakradirajam abhyarchya japtva pancha saksharim jabande kirte nityam itam nama sagasrakam java puja jadya sagdo abhinamen pada sagasrakam sangarchade sangaye yatpalam tadam avapniyat. That is, how does one perform the Lalitha Sahasranama Puja? The description, the procedure is being given by Sri Hayagriva. Thus, the puja has to be done. The essential features he has explained. In addition to that, there are 2 or 3 points which I will make in the passing. I think I will explain to you in detail in a separate class. I hope, otherwise just remind me, I will do that. Now the procedure is to be done for the Sri Lalitha Devi is that, number 1 is the Sri Chakra Puja. Even before starting the Sri Chakra Puja, in case you have been initiated into Japa by a Guru, if you have been given the number of letters to be chanted, and the number of times it should be chanted, it would have been given to by your Guru. In case it has been given to one, after your Sankalpa, you are expected to do the japa first. Always japa takes the primary place, not Parayana. After the japa is one that is being done in your mind without your lips moving. After the japa is done, then you have to chant the mantra simultaneously. The japa, while you are doing, there are two ways of doing it. While you are doing the japa mentally, if you can concentrate mentally without even mentally only the japa. At the same time, if you can do the archana with flowers to Sri Chakra, it is absolutely fine. Only thing you have to ensure these two things are synchronized. When you do the japa, and it should not come out of your mind, and the archana can be done. After that, the Devi Lalitha Sahasranama is to be recited right from Poorvaanga up to the Parashruti. This is the standard procedure. This is the procedure for doing the Lalitha Sahasranama. Now, one or couple of things have to be done for any puja which you do. For more information, you can check up how to perform puja. I have given a detail how exactly one does puja. Let it be any devata. In general, if it takes Lalitha Devi, now what I have said is that we right now say that you start doing the japa. After the japa, you can do that Sri Chakra. Then the Devi photograph, if you have, you can do. If you do not have the Sri Chakra is there, it is more than enough. If you have the Devi's photograph, it is fine. What is the photograph? Somebody was asking me over phone yesterday night. I told them ideal is to have the Mahadevi, Tripura Sundari you can have, or Sri Bhuvaneswari you can have. Sri you can Bala or you can have, but the problem is the Bala and everything, the initiation of the mantra should synchronize. The safest form for you, for us, all of us, to take is Mahatripura Sundari, is Bhuvaneshwari. So that if we take that, it covers everything. When you take Mahatripura Sundari or Sri Bhuvaneshwari, everything is taken care of. Now, prior to doing these two, couple of Purvangas have to be done. The first thing one has to perform the puja is the Ganesha puja has to be done. The Ganesha puja is being done with 4 or 5, 6, 5. Sumagaya Nama, Ekadandaya Nama, Kabilaya Nama, Gajagannaya Nama, Lambodara Nama, Vigadaya Nama, Vignaraja Nama, Dhumagedaya Nama, Ganadhyakshaya Nama, Balachandana, Gajanaya Nama, Herambaya Nama, Skandapurvaja Nama. These are all the mantras that you will get also in any of the Kalpatraya book. So when you start doing it, you can just have a Vigneshwara, you can make it out of a turmeric powder, then apply. So you need not go to the too much of detail, then Gandham Samarpaya, it will be very difficult. So you can just apply Gandha, that is your sandalwood paste, and then Kunguma. Then you start doing the archana with flowers and your akshata. After that, then there are certain mantras where you give him ask him to be present in your place and then bless you with the results of the puja pala of this, which you are praying for. Then there are some mantras there where Achamaniya, then when you invite somebody, you wash their feet, give them water, then you give them snana. So there are 5 or 6 sentences. As I said, it is available in every language. For puja, it is called Kalpatraya. Basic, this is Prana Pratishtha. This is simple Prana Pratishtha or Ganesha Puja. The initial stages, once you do that, then we tell Ganesha, now you have come and blessed me, I have also prayed you for my success. So, Shobhanarte Kshemaya Punaragamanaya. Please go to your place. So, and you bless me, Shobhanarte, for the success, to grant me aspirations. Then you go and then sit down there, then you be present, even though I'm just asking you to be, just wait, then I am going to do the puja for the Devi. Then after that, what one does that, the Devi has to be invoked and asked. There are some initial mantras will be there. Then similarly, what you have done for the Devata, you can also do this again. It will be available for any Devi, say Durga also. You can, that mantra, the simple thing is Achana, then asana, then padyam means giving them water, then washing the feet, then flowers, then archana and kunguma. Vastra if you can have. I have written in detail also, you can go through how to perform puja for Navaratri I have written. So just this is being a Navaratri beginning, I thought I could share with you. Your blouse please. Make sure whenever you offer anything during Navaratri or when you distribute to people, ensure that you do not give anything in black color. That is prohibited. Ideal is deep red is given. Deep red is because in Sri Vidya Upasana, red is associated with the Vidya. Therefore, then you do that. After that, the Devi, there are two pujas. After that, then in some procedures, Anga pujas, different Angas you can do. There are mantras there also. If you want, you can do. You can ask her, Avahayami means she is coming and present. Then, even before that, is one part I have forgotten. After Ganesha Puja, you have to do the Kalasa Puja. That is, you take a Kalasa, fill it up with water, with, you have that mango leaf. Then the basic mantras are there. Once you do that, the prokshana has to be done. Once that prokshana has to be done, that is, you just sprinkle the water, that simply purifies the place, energizes you, and it purifies the home, the puja devyas and yourself. This has to follow after Ganesha, after that the Devi. Then you do the procedures as explained by Hayagriva, first Lalitha Devi, then you offer Deeparadhana, then give the Naivedya. The Naivedya is ideally the Shakara Pongal you can give, or then you can also give the Dadhyanna Sakta. Dadhyanna, that is curd rice, you can offer. Then Payasana Priya. When we say Payasana Priya, it is cooked with rice, with milk and jaggery, not sugar. And in many homes I have found that people offer payasa with semia. It's not allowed. It's rice payasa because whenever Anna is added, Anna is taken as Mahanivedya. Or the best thing is you can also offer the cooked rice with bele, that is you have what is that, thoramurku, then with ghee, pulses, tur dal, then with ghee has to be added. Ajim is to be, ajim means your ghee. Ghee always purifies. Okay, then this is all. This is without going into detail. See, if you want to do, there are a lot of other procedures, Namavarana, Tavana, Devi, Abhisheka, it will be very difficult for you. These are the basic essentials. But even after that, even if you find everything is to be difficult, simply pay Ganesha. Straight away, if you have been given this japa initiation, do the japa. Or if otherwise, if you have not been given, if you have been initiated, japa is given, you must do it. Otherwise, sit before that. If you can't chant the mantras, pray to Ganapati and then ask him to bless you. And also seek the blessings of your family deity and straight away go to Sri Chakra, you take it, and water pressures I mentioned, you straight away start doing the Archana. And that will complete it. That will be the procedure for doing the Archana of Devi. And this sloka has to be Nityam Idam Nama Sahasram. This has to be performed every day. And definitely, when you do Idam Nama Sahasram tu Kirtaya Nitya Karmavat, that is, you have expected to do it daily. Shankaracharya Devyo Japanam Nam Jakirtanam Bhaktasya Kritamedavad Anyaduptam Vidu Bhatyavashyamadam Nama Sahasrage. The most important aspect is this Sri Chakra Puja and this chanting of Lalita Sahasranama. If one does it every day, it is guaranteed to give you the most beneficial result. As the Devi has already said yesterday, earlier, Devi has said that this has to be performed daily. Once you do that, you need not worry. You will get the result. But the levels for which the results will come will be two levels. One is Dharma, Artha, Kama. That will come first. Then Moksha. So ideal will be, it is not necessary to ask you for anything. Just to do it, just as a child doesn't expect. She knows. The best thing is to leave it. Your mother always will give you what is very good for you. So we have to be, ideally, one level she will give you. If you really go and get caught in her Maya, you will ask for Artha and Kama, that is money and desire. Kama doesn't mean lust as is being translated now. Kama in Sanskrit means only a desire. Whatever you desire, if you say you want to have a good job, you want to have a good husband or wife, you want to have a house, okay, that's all fine. But what we forget is, these are the things that are going to bind you. Immediately, if you ask for her blessing, for her to simplest form, that you always be with me. Because when Krishna tells when Arjuna goes to Krishna to seek his help in Mahabharata, he simply chose Krishna, because whenever God is with you, everything, all Aishwaryas will come to you. It is only childish of us to go and then ask that when somebody is there going to offer you Nityanadi to the roars of, it's just like somebody going to a fellow who was willing to donate, give you crores of rupees, go and ask him about 3 lakhs of rupees or 5 lakhs of rupees. Leave it to her, she will give you. Then, Vagdevatirvachani Mukhyaha Samahuyadem Apravid Vagdevada Vashanyada Shrunudvam Vachanam Mama Bhavatyo Mat Prasadena Prolasat Bhak Vibhudaya Mat Bhaktanam Vag Vibhudi Pradane Viniyojitaha Machakrasya Rahasya Yajna Mamanama Parayanaha Mamastotra Vidhanaya Tatmadhagyama Vyoha Kurutvam Angitam Stotram Mamanama Sahasrakeki Yena Bhaktai Tutaya Mama Satya Priti Bhaved. Now the Devi says, Lalita Devi, for the benefit of the people who are devotees, she says to her Vachani and other 8 Devi, her 8 Vag Devis, they are the embodiment of Lalita Devi. It is Sabda Tanmatra, that is Sabda Matrakas, you say, they express your Sabda, that is the Sabda aspect, the sound aspect of Devi. She tells them that, you know my Rahasya, you know my Sahasranama, you always know. Hello? Do you hear me? Yes? 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 Do you hear? Yes?
It got cut, Mama, in between.
Where
It got cut for the last few seconds, was just checking.
Yeah, I'll just do that. Now this is the place. So this you heard, Vagdevi Vashani Mukhya, Samahuyate Mapravir, Vagdevada Vachanyada, Shrunutvam Vachanam Mama. Did you hear this? Were you able to hear? 1 second. I'll switch off my video, that will be much better. Yeah, now it's okay, much better. Now,
I could hear.
Yeah, I think by mistake I switched on the video. Did not have. So, the Devi is saying to her Vagdevadas. See, the Vagdevadas are the aspects of Devi herself in her capacity as the Sabda, that is her manifestation in the form of speech. So she says she has these 8 Vagdevadas. The names are Vashini, Kameshwari, Modini, Vimala, Aruna, Jayini, Sarveshwari and Kaulini. These people are 8. These 3 people are the Vagdevis, because when the Sabdas are being chanted, these Shaktis represent the aspect of Devi in the form of Shabda. In Shabda means the sound. When the Sabda, the Devi says to these Vagdevi, you know my Rahasya, this Sloka, everything you know of my Sloka, my Sahasranama, you know when it was being released by Sri Shiva, Shiva was the one who earlier released the Sloka of Devi, because he happens to be the foremost devotee of Devi. So you heard all of that. Now I would like you to chant this so that people may know about this and get benefited. The other important aspect one has to understand is that there are 8 Vag Devis are there. These are the 8 levels in Mantra Siddhis. When you chant that, you will reach the 9th stage, which is the place where the Paradevata Lalita Devi exists. When we come to the Sri Chakra description, I will be describing what the Sri Chakra, Sri Yantra, Sri Chakra is. There you will find there are 9 avaranas. Avaranas means the concentric circles which you find. In the temple we go the prakaras. This will be in a form of a circle in the Sri Chakra. Now in the innermost is the ninth chakra. Inside that we have the Devi Bindu Mandala. In Bindu Mandala, in the form of a Bindu, she sits in the form of a Sachit Ananda and Mantra, Yantra, Tantra. Sarva Mantratmika, Sarva Tantratmika, Sarva Yantratmika. Kalidasa would say that in Shyamala Dandam, Sarva Tantratmike, Sarva Mantratmike, Sarva. So that entire thing, she presents herself in that place. Now, barring that ninth inside circle, we have 8 avaranas. In these 8 avaranas, these Devis are being placed. The Nava Avarana Devis. And inside the center, which I will of course explain, I thought I could explain you into the passing. Into the center in the 9th Avarana also, the other Devis, there are 32 Avaranas are there. 32 Devis will be Stapana, they will be established there and the pujas will give. And this will give you the most beneficial result. That is the reason this Devi's name I have explained to you. Now they say, now the next he starts. Hayagriva. Now the Devi has said, then Hayagriva says. Idyapta Vacho Devya, Sri Devya Lalitambaya, Ragasye Namabirdivi, Shatru Sostam Anuttama. Ragastya Nama Sakastram, Iditat Vishrutam Param, Tata Kadachit, Statistitva, Simhasanambiga. After having been ordered and directed by the Devi, these Vagdevis chanted the most sacred hymn of Sri Lalitha Devi in front of the people who are assembled who I have assembled in front of her in Tirumiyachur, which is located near Mayavaram and Kumbakonam. It's about 45 or 1 hour run by car. It's a very small place. And they have chanted this Lalitha Devi Sahasranama. Now, after having an Tata Katachit Sadasi Stitva Simhasanambika. Now, the Devi goes and then Devi is right now sitting in the Simhasana. Then, after having heard this sloka, the Devi, after having been seated in the Simhasana, she looked at those who are present in that assembly. Who are present in this assembly? Sevartamagada Tat Brahmani Brahma Kodeha Lakshmi Narayanamcha Kodaya Samubhagada Gauri Kodi Samedanam Uddanam Apikodeha Mandrini Dandini Mukhya Shevartanam Ya Samagata. I repeat. Tatra Brahmani Brahma Kodeha Lakshmi Narayanancha Kodeha Samubhagataha Gauri Kodi Samedanam Rudranam Api Kodeha. What is being said? Who are present? The people who are present are Kodi, that is innumerable, crores and crores of Brahma and his consort Devi. That is Saraswati, which is included when Brahma is said. The Saraswati is implied. And Lakshmi Narayana and Gauri and Rudra, all of them crores in numbers. Then Mandrini, Dandini, the Sevas, the Senas which accompany Devi in the destruction, in defeating Bandasura. Now, how come millions and crores of Lakshmi Narayana or Brahma and Rudra are present? Because the Devi in her manifestation, she is represented as having created and manifested herself in various levels of existence. In each level of existence, there are 2 levels. One is the Stula, which we say we are born. Similarly, there exist places where beings exist. People like us. So, for everything, you have, for these duties, you have minimum 3, Brahma, Vishnu and Rudra. This is one level. This is again millions, as you can find out when you go to the higher astrophysics. You will find that there is no edge to the universe, and the universe keeps on expanding, and there is no boundary to the boundary to the universe. So this expansion, it keeps on. So now you can imagine the number of physical planes. Now I am using the word physical planes of existence. The second level of existence which is being referred to is the other levels of existence is that we normally have. There are 14 levels of existence, out of which the quantum mechanics who has validated up to 10 levels where the levels of existence are there. Any level of existence basically is related to the coordinate and where the thing is placed. A thing is placed. For example, to make you understand this concept, if I think all of you would have gone through the calculus, the basic is coordinate geometry. When you want to locate a place, you have x-axis and then you have y-axis. X-axis, which is the horizontal, x-axis, then you have the y-axis. Two axes are there. If you want to place, is being placed. So the existential plane, a thing exists in single dimension, and it exists in 2 dimension, it exists in 3 dimension, it goes up to 14 dimension. So this is what is being referred to in our Slokas, 14 lokas. Lokas exist at different levels. So the Devi, in each place to maintain everything, there is Brahma and Rudra and Vishnu. So the millions and millions upon the Vishnu, Lakshmi, then Rudra, then Gauri, then Brahma, along with Saraswati, are being present. And apart from that, we have the Siddhas like Lopamudra, then Agastya, and there are millions upon millions of Siddhas. Those who realize what they have resolved. Siddha, there is a difference between Siddha and a Yogi. Siddha is one who has realized his Sankalpa. Yogi is one who has communicated with the Brahman. So the difference is very, very thin. It's a very abstracted. I wanted to just give you, there's a slight difference. So the Siddhas, we normally think there are only 18 Siddhas, which is not correct. There are thousands upon thousands of Siddhas. They have just transcended time. So they transcend time and space, they do exist. And these Siddhas were also present. As I have explained earlier in that lecture, there are 3 different types of gurus. One is Deva Guru, second is Siddha Guru, and the third is the Manusha Guru or Sri Vidya Upasana. Deva Guru includes Shiva, Vishnu, Ganesha, Manu, Indra, Skanda, that is Subramanya. This is Deva level. The next level is a Siddha level, which includes Lopamudra, Agastya, and the third is Manusha level, where the instruction will be given to you by a guru without if your yearning is there, if you are passionate about learning Sri Vidya Upasana, the knowledge about Sri Vidya will come to you automatically. The form and rupa you may not know. That is the only way to recognize the true guru. That will reach to you. These are the 3 levels. Therefore, all the 3 of them, all the 2 levels were present because human beings were have not migrated to that spiritual level of existence. Then Mandrini Dandini, these are the 2 people who were present. These are considered to be the Senas which accompanied Devi in destruction of Bhandasura. The very name itself gives you Mandrini means Mantra Swarupini. The Dandini means one who executes the order in annihilation and in execution of justice. What does that mean? The very fact that destruction of Bhandasura is only Stula, and actually in Sukshmadharam, the philosophy is that the term Bhandasura refers to Yuga, but refers to ego, the Ahankara. The Ahankara here means it is not a question of being proud, it is a question of belonging to somebody and Taking belongs to you. There are two levels of attachment in life. One is when somebody loves, there is basically yearning of two levels in a human being. You yearn for somebody's love, and equally true is that you want to be loved and you want to love somebody. These are the two basic bandhas that bind you. So these bind you. Your desire to be loved is one. The desire to love someone. To be loved is one. To love, both go together. So when these two things go together, that gives you the greatest attachment to the things that are worldly, and that has to be destroyed. When you have this attachment, what happens? The happens is that ahankara, the being. So it is described in philosophy. It starts with Deha Atma Buddhi. Deha Atma Buddhi is the best beginning of this example. When I say love, people should really not jump to the conclusion a man loves a girl, a woman loves a man. Oh no, it is secondary. That is very stula. Very simple. Fundamentally, what is most dear to one who lives your life? Then you identify yourself with your body first. Okay, that attachment is the greatest attachment one has in the world. So if that Deha Atma Buddhi, that is, you identify your Atma with your Deha, then again that is the cause of your ignorance and your cause of suffering. The very purpose of all these classes, all these mantras, tantras, yantras and everything is to remove that Deha, to realize that you are something which is you are something beyond this body. So that is the destruction of Dehatma Buddhi has to go. So by realizing this Mantrini, Dandini, all those people, when they say they destroy the Bandasura, that is, what exactly means is Mantrini. And what is this Dandini? Dandini means in Vishnu, we say in Vishnu Sahasranama, Vishnu is he is a man who delivers the justice equally to everybody. Similarly, Devi also, in her form as Dandini, one who punishes in the war, that is a stula description. In philosophically speaking, Devi ensured that your karma vasanas are being speeded up in delivering to you. If you have to suffer some of the benefits for your beneficial results have to be given, she will hurry it through. And in also, if any suffering is to be made because of your past karma, she will also ensure that it is delivered to you, so that it is being ensured that your karmas run out fast, so that you can get the mukti. Therefore, when the Mandrini and Dandini are being said, it also represents the philosophical implication that is being hidden in this. Then, now, after saying this, the Lalitha Devi gave them the darshana. Then again, Devi starts. Teshu drishto vibhavishteshu sve sthane yatakramaha tatra Sri Lalitha Devi kadaksha shobhanodida uddaya vishini mukyaha bhaktanjali pudhastadaha astuvan nama sahasraiki svakratai lalitambika shuddvastavam prasanna bhutad lalita parameshwari sarvade vismayam Jagmur ye tatta stita. One second, let me have water. Now, after the after these Vagdevis have chanted these mantras, they had gone and then they occupied the respective seats. And the Lalita Devi was quite happy. Shuddva stavam prasanna bhuyat Lalita Parameshwari Sarvade Vishmayam Jagmur me tatra te stitaha. Lalita Devi was very, very happy, and those who were present in that place stood up and worshipped Devi and were blessed. In some translations, they say that they blessed Devi because there is nobody big enough to bless Devi. What we have to take is that they took the blessings of the Devi. Then the next sloka, now this will start at 41. ततप्रोवाच ललिता सदस्यात् देवता गणान् मम आज्ञैव वाग्देवः चतुः स्तोत्रम् अनुत्तमम् अंकितं नामभिर्दिव्यैः मम प्रीतिविदायकैः तत्पटत्वं सतायूयं स्तोत्रं मत्प्रीवृत्तये. Now she, the Devi, addresses the assembly. My Vagdevis, on hearing my command, they have divulged the Sahasranama in front of you. Now make sure that this sloka is being spread out to people who are devoted to me, and do my japa regularly yourself and make others do that. But where there is a rider which has been said earlier in the sloka, there are some people to whom it should not be said. Na chatayacha, na dushtayacha, na vishwayacha. That is those people who always come back and then tell you, I know everything. That those sort of people. Second type of dushta, those people without character, those people who do not follow dharma, and to those people who do not have faith in me, those people who do not recognize me as their mother. Whom should you say? You should say that you should spread it to people who follow Sri Vidya and who treat me, who worship me as mother, and who are interested in learning the spiritual aspect of my rahasya. Now, Hayagrivacha, Sri Lalitha Devi Shasti Devan Sanukat Tadajna Tadarabhya Brahma Vishnu Maheshwara Shashaktayo Mantrini Mukhya Idam Nama Sahasrakam Padanti Bhaktya Satam Dalita Paritushtaye Tasmat Tavashyam Bhaktena Kirtaniyam Itam Munehe Avashyagatve Hedusta Maya Prokto Munishwara Itanim Nama Sahasram Vakshyami Sraddhaya Shrunu Iti Brahmanda Purane Sri Hayagriva Agastya Sambhade Sri Lalitha Sahasranama Poorvaanga. This is how Lalitha Devi has ordered the assemblies who consisted of all those people who were present. All of them are here, and these people are reciting my name. Therefore, similarly, if those whomsoever practice my Sahasranama, I'll ensure that whatever the best possible results are they are made available to them. And Hayagriva, now this is what Hayagriva is saying. Now Agastya, now this is how the Devi has organized the revelation of Sri Lalitha Sahasranama at Tirumiyachur. And Agastya, please listen to me very carefully, Shrinu. So this completes the Poorvaanga of Sri